Welcome back, everybody. All right, we just did a Barch raid where we took down about 200,000 or 300,000, and so we're still building up our troops. And I wanted to show you what I typically do when I'm waiting for troops, but I have pretty close to the right level of troops. I don't usually wait. I usually just go out and see if I can snipe some trophies. So let's go see if we can either snipe some trophies or find somebody that we can take down with 185. And if neither of those happen, then we end the battle, and sure enough, we should have our full 200 um, ready to go. So let's just take a look. So I'm skipping all these guys because they just don't have the 200,000 or more of elixir that I'm looking for. A couple of those guys had 200,000 of gold, but I usually look for about even balance of elixir and gold, which tells me that the collectors have not been collected from in a while. So that's what we're looking for. We'll spend a couple minutes, and then you'll see after we'll do maybe 2 or 3 more of these. If we don't find something where we can snipe some trophies, we'll go back, and I bet you we'll be full. Our camps will be full. All right, so this might be an interesting teaching moment where there is some interesting stuff here, but these guys are all behind a wall, and the fact is, if it's behind a wall, I'm not going to be able to use my barbarians. So that's always a less attractive target for me. 10,000. Yeah, so these guys are okay. So that guy's on the outside, but he is within range of that archer tower. We would have to have a pretty large fight to get those. That would only be 5 trophies. 16 divided by 3. So let's see. So here we'll look at 2 more, and then I'll go back pick up the rest of our barbarians. No, not enough. All right, so he's on the outside. That town hall's on the outside, but he's behind a layer of buildings, and he's within range of the mortar, so it's just not an attractive target. Again, so there's just not enough going on here. All right, so let's end the battle, and let's see whether we're full. Yeah, sure enough, we're full. So now we're at 100. Well, okay, a little bit off, but we're close enough. All right, let's get out there and see if we can get either a whale or pick up a few extra trophies. I'll just go quickly through these guys. Every time you see it's less than 200,000, the reason I'm skipping it is because it's just not enough. Okay, so here we got 23. So this is it's going to be about 7 trophies. Let's see, 2, 3, 4. I typically use 4 archers for a town hall 7, 5 or 6 for a higher level, and then I spend the rest of my time looking to see can I pick off any collectors, and so I'll drop 1 just on as far out as I can to see if I can do it. And obviously this one's going to go, and I bet you that might be it, because the rest of it looks pretty well covered by the cannon and the archer tower. And we'll just look around. We'll have the same luck with one of these guys. It might not get us anything, but the reality is we're waiting anyway for the town hall up top. So let's take a look. I'll zoom in up here. We'll see what's going on. And yeah, sometimes it's not glamorous. But you know what I'll do? I'll speed it up. 1, 2. I'll speed it up so you guys can see a little more repetition. A little bit. All right. But I don't typically when you do this on your own, unless you're in a hurry, I would recommend using as few troops as possible. This keeps it cheap. That way the gains you make are amplified. But if you use 10, 20 archers every time just to pick up 1,000, you're not going to be getting ahead quite as fast. Okay. All right, so that bit's done. Yeah, that bit's done. So let's move on. Let's see what we can do. All right, and so we used 10 archers, but if you notice, we're still full, and the reason we're full is because we had these guys all full of ready to go archers. So the game just automatically continued making them. Probably after I deployed them, the game probably filled this up. So we probably couldn't have gotten back to our base in a non-full state. Okay, so less than 200,000, so we're going to keep moving. $135,000. Sometimes that attracts my attention, but the reality is not today, not when I'm making a video. 17 grand. Yeah, those are, so we're not getting some. All right, so So here, this is what the sort of thing that attracts my attention. When we've got a level 9, 10, 11, 12 collector, and you can see that much elixir in it, it usually attracts my attention. Although this particular one, this base only has 100,000, so that's not a win. And then on top of that, as I've mentioned before in other videos, when they're behind the walls, I usually don't go for them also. All right, 60 grand, nothing there. 80 grand, and again, all that's behind the walls. So, although we could probably get half of them for free because there's nothing really guarding it unless there's a Tesla nearby. But I don't think it's worth the. We would lose 28 trophies unless we really. No, it's not. This one's not a win. Too low. 159 again. There's too much in the storage. Yep. Not quite the right set of targets here. So we're just going to keep moving, see how long it takes. There's another thing to learn is that sometimes it takes 10 taps on next, sometimes 20. I'm pretty sure I've done 30 on a few occasions, but in the end it pays off once you do find the whale. All right, so let's take a look at this. When I look at this, we can definitely get these trophies. We'll pick up 7, right? But the fact is, see those gaps on the left and maybe the right? We very easily could run into a hidden Tesla trap, and then we'd have a pretty big fight. We wind up using about half of our troops, and the fact is, well, yeah, let's move on. Let's see if we can get a good clean win, whether it be clean trophies or take down a whale. Nothing good here. Nothing. 60 grand. So a lot of that stuff. That's what a whale looks like, which is to say, it's all hanging out on the outside. High level collectors, high level mines, empty storages. But in this case, there's just not that much there. So we'll move on. Yeah, we need to double that before we're interested. All right, nothing good here. Okay, so while this is the right volume, 280. Yeah, I mean we could try it, but here this is the reason I'm going to pass, is because this collector doesn't look full enough. When I look at this collector, yeah, he's got some stuff in it, right? So that's good. So that guy right there probably has 50, maybe even has 100K. No, you know, I'm gonna skip it just because we're making a video. I might have taken that under normal circumstances, but I want to show you guys some interesting stuff. All right, let's keep moving. We'll see whether skipping that's worth it in the end. 40. 250. Now, so this is the right size target, but everything is there. Everything is there in that storage, this storage, and the other storage. And that was the fear that I had on that last one, was that those other storages were a little bit too full. So sure, we could probably drop all of our archers and get at those 2 storages, but 159, 158, and we would run through all of our troops. It would take us 10-20 minutes to get our next troops up. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. It's worth the extra 5 or 10 minutes to find the right target. All right, 165. It's all right. It's all there. That guy doesn't have a lot of stuff to go. $185. Yeah. These storages, they're just too full. The fact is, those collectors are just not full enough for us to be interested. So on we go. All right. 160. Look at all that in the storage. We'll never get that. Alright, so I don't see the town hall. That makes me think it's somewhere near the edge, which would mean free trophies. Okay, so sure. This is a trap, right? If and when we get our troops in there after taking down the army camps, those cannons and the mortar that would take us down, and there might even be one or more Teslas. So that's the kind of guy we leave alone. We'll get something. Are you getting antsy? Well, we'll get something. All right, let's take a look. So this guy, we would have to deal with the archer tower and the mortar tower if we wanted to take his trophies. I don't think the Barbarian King would bother us too much, but so let's keep looking. We'll find something good. 95 grand. After I've tapped next for so long, sometimes I'll settle for on a 95 grand, but in this case, nah. I'll keep moving. Let's do it maybe 5 or 10 more times before we start to settle. Not enough. Not enough. Come on, give us big money here. All right, so again, I don't see the town hall, so that makes me think that perhaps it's on the edge. It is on the edge, but it's protected by that cannon and probably a Tesla or two. So let's keep moving. No good. Yeah. Nothing good. Nope, nothing good. So if you're thinking, I wonder if he posts videos where he doesn't get anything good, and I think it's important to post that because otherwise you might think that, hey, I'm only posting the good stuff. The fact is, you don't know what it's going to take to find the right thing, and this is one of the times it's just not that interesting or just not that exciting. Hopefully we'll have a payoff at the end where you say to yourself, well, at least you got something. But I don't know, right? How long can I continue to record for, right? So far I've recorded for 12 minutes. I don't know whether that might be a tough video to watch. Okay, here we go. So we're going to get 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get 5 trophies. And look at this. This collector here, yeah. So we're in pretty good shape. It looks like this entire video is salvaged, more or less, because lots of this stuff looks wide open. I'm gonna drop 7 on each, and then and I'm gonna come around. I don't need to drop anything up there. I need to drop a few here. So we should be able to get all that business. We will. I'm going to drop this to clear away so I can have better access to that gold mine in a second or two. You just got to kind of clear away the brush, as it were. That's what I call it. I'll do this. Let's see. What else is there? All right, we're gonna definitely get. All right, so we'll get this gold. I'm gonna drop 10 or so because the storages, they tend to have a little more hit points. And then once that the laboratory is down, then what I'll do is I'll kind of flood this area with archers so I can get that mine. Is there anything else to get that's easy or interesting? Yeah, not too much. All right, so I'll drop 2 more there. I'm gonna drop some barbs just to kind of run interference. We'll get that mine. We'll get this mine. That should be a pretty good haul. And then as you can see, we haven't used all our troops. So do you want me to use all my troops? Let's take a look. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is again that idea of clearing out the brush. Another way I think to say it is to create the funnel. I'm clearing out the stuff that's going to distract my troops. Yeah, I've only got 6 archers left, so there's not a ton of hope of getting all of that. But here we go. I'm going to drop those barbs just to kind of get, again, to clear out, drop these guys in, drop the last of my archers, get as much of that gold mine as I can, and then that'll be the end of it. We will end this thing. Hopefully we'll have had a pretty good haul, and we didn't lose any trophies. Um, hopefully you learned a little bit about the Barch technique. Hopefully you like it, and maybe you'll even use it on me someday. Does that sound fun? All right, let's take a look at what's the haul. 300K. That's a pretty juicy whale. All right, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up and whatever else you can do with my videos. Thanks. Bye-bye.